Hey guys, Ryan here with the week of May 13th programming. Themes you'll see this week in CrossFit. This is kind of an aerobic powers interval week. You'll see that's kind of the level consideration for several of our workouts during the week. And we're going to cap off the week on Saturday with the API test. If you're not sure what that is, that's kind of like the Fight Gone Bad style, where a minute at each of the movements and you accumulate your reps to get your score there. So, and we've got some squat endurance testing in the middle of the week. So a couple of chances to record some level method scores this week. In CVC, we're going to have, basically it's kind of a calisthenics week. What that means is you're going to get a lot of cardio, not from the machines, not from the rowers and the bikes and the ski ergs, but from you moving your body. And that fits very well into our vitality intention. When you test on that vitality later this month, is really about being able to keep your body moving for that extended period of time, building that stamina. All right, jumping into it now. On Monday for CrossFit, it has a couple different level consideration. Really, this comes down to API, making sure you get the right number of rounds in during each of these 3-minute AMRAPs to feel the appropriate aerobic stimulus during this workout. So it's 2 different 3-minute AMRAPs separated by 1 minute of rest in between. You'll go through that for 3 rounds. That's 23-minute workout there with not a whole lot of rest. We'll have to divide the room up properly so that people can do their shuttle runs and not interfere with those people that were going to do wall balls and be on the double unders and doing the wall balls and the double unders and kettlebell swings at the same time. But we'll get that organized for you. Bottom line there is make sure you pick an option here that allows you to get about 1.5 rounds at least every time you're working for those 3 minutes. Extra credit there, some core work, a little twist on the dead bugs there, and working on your strict toes to bar or tuck ups there. Because we're covering so much in class that day, we'll save our skills acceleration and do more in-depth double under practice. For CVC, this is where it starts out with a kind of a calisthenics day. So this is an interesting mix of workout or movements for a commitment workout there, where you see you've got burpees and ball slams and ring crunches, meaning your body is going to be the thing that's going to get you to that high intensity there, those combinations of movements, and you'll get to lift heavy with the rack squats. Tuesdays are functional bodybuilding day. Another chance to work on pull-ups. This is really helping us probably as we get closer to Murph. We're seeing people get a lot of progress with their pull-ups using these functional bodybuilding days. So make sure you're choosing options for you that are building, making it tough for you to do your pull-ups or even your ring rows with this to keep getting better at those pull-ups there. And then the one-legged deadlifts is something we should have been used to. We do a lot of bird picker cash outs in CVC, and it's showing up in our extra credit on CrossFit days as well. Zottman curl and bench dips, we're working those beach muscles or arms there that day. And the plank march is a little twist on holding that plank during this time. Skills acceleration that day will be pistol. Since we're doing some single leg movement, we're going to go ahead and just follow that through into some pistols practice, and you'll be able to use some of that pistols practice for class the next day on the next CrossFit day on Wednesday if you want to. We have it is Vitality Month in CVC on Tuesday. Again, the cardio comes from your movement. We've got ladders that day. We did some heavy rack squats the day before. We're going to do some elevated sumo deadlifts and donkey kicks. Expect to feel those legs on Tuesday as well. We're kind of hitting the legs the front part of the week with CVC as well. Same with CrossFit. This is our squat endurance day for the strength portion. This is a chance to increase your 20 rep back squat score if you've done that before. If you still need to get some scores for the Bulgarian split squats, if that's where you're at in the level method testing, you'll have that option that day. And then the workout will still have some leg work with it, with the pistols, shoulders to overhead, which will essentially be push presses for most people. And then a 400-meter run for 3 rounds, about a 10 to 15-minute workout there, kind of constant motion. You're going to want to pick a weight and a level that allows you to keep those shoulders to overhead or those push presses moving pretty consistently. Not a whole lot of breaks there. Probably the first round's unbroken. Trying to keep the other rounds unbroken if possible. Because we're covering so much that day, we'll cover the push press to get you ready for the workout. But some of you will naturally do the push jerk, already know how to do the push jerk, and that may happen in the workout. If you want to learn that a little bit more in depth or practice it more in depth, we'll save that for the skills acceleration. And it may be appropriate to practice some split jerks in that skill acceleration that day as well. Our hump day hit class. This is an interesting twist on a partner workout. So 3 rounds, 2 minutes of work, 30 seconds of rest. Normal, if we do a partner shuttle run, what we're doing is, if I'm one partner, I'm going to run down and back for my shuttle run, give my partner a high five, and the next person's going to go do this partner shuttle run. And we'll just keep alternating back and forth. But we're going to twist that up a little bit. Now it's going to be, if I'm one person, I'm going to go down and back, give my partner a high five. They're going to go down and back. And then I'm going to go down and back twice. And then my partner goes down and back twice. And then I go down and back 3 times. And they go down and back 3 times. So you keep increasing your work and you keep increasing your rest during those 2 minutes of work between you and your partner. Same thing for the alternating goblet squats. You just you keep adding a rep each time. And I want you to challenge yourself on the weights that you use for this goblet hold, because as the reps start to accumulate and your partner's doing more reps, you can actually put that kettlebell down and get some rest before it's your turn to go to get your reps in as well. Alternating plank up downs, though, I want to see if everybody can hold that plank up down for 2 minutes. Hold that plank for 2 minutes, even if you're not doing the up down portion of it. And we have enough time to do a cash out that day, so we got 50 partner sit-ups as well. Thursday, we've got starting our strength portion will actually be some gymnastics and skill work. It's an alternating EMOM, meaning the first minute you'll do that handstand hold or whatever variation of it you'll be doing. And then the second minute, you'll be doing a Turkish get-up on each side. That means you might be able to work up to some pretty challenging Turkish get-up weights with that. So you have time to practice that before you get into this skill work. And then you've got a 12-minute AMRAP here. The cardio is going to be pretty intense for the first half of this AMRAP with the 6 rounds of the deadlifts that are staying light and the 14 box jump overs. So this to me is really about aerobic power, but you do have to take your deadlift in consideration. If you feel like you can deadlift heavier, so maybe you're an overall orange person, but you deadlift in the blue, maybe you're thinking about going ahead and jumping up to the heavier weight for this. But if that heavier weight's going to slow you down and you don't get as much aerobic work out of this, then don't jump up in weight. Stay at that overall orange level and try to keep moving and keep that aerobic power intention going there. Whatever time left you have of the 12 minutes after your 6 rounds, you'll do burpee pull-ups till the end. And then we've got some extra credit, kind of some prehab work here with the external rotation in the shoulders and the hips. And then we won't have time to cover headstand progressions in the workout. We'll just make sure you have the right option for you when you're doing that work that day. But then we'll take you through some headstand practice in the skills work that day. So our confidence workout and CVC that day is a really very well-balanced day. This is the one day where we actually have a machine for our cardio portion that day. But everything's pretty well-balanced. You've got cardio, you've got core work and upper body work with the kettlebell rack hold. You've got the lunge there for the lower body, and that slam ball clean and throw throws in some skill work that day and an explosive movement. Friday, another EMOM is going to work on gymnastics and power with the Olympic lift there, the power cleans, and then ring dips or push-ups to help with that upper body strength and gymnastics work. And then you got a quick one. This is all about lactic tolerance, trying to get this done in hopefully under 6 minutes. May go a little bit longer than that, so make sure you're picking the right option here to keep you moving and keep you moving hard on this. Quick row with the calories, and then not going so fast in the row that you have to rest too much before you get to that heavy thruster. And you want to pick a weight that allows you to keep that bar moving. Even though it's heavier than normal, we don't want to break it up much more than normal. You got a few less reps than you would normally do when compared to like the 21-15 of 9. Just keep in mind, lactic tolerance, this is going to be fast. It's going to be hard. Little cash out here to cool you down afterwards, working on some lat work and core work, and jog to kind of cool you down. We'll cover in the skills acceleration power cleans, which means we're pulling from the floor if you're doing a full version of the power clean, because a lot of you will be doing the hang version of this in the strength portion of E-model. So vitality, love this day, love this day. So another calisthenics day with the running man and lateral running man for the cardio portion. And then it's kind of these alternating single side movements for the rest of the workout with the planks, single arm swings, and push press. So you got to make sure you're starting your 45 seconds, your first 45 seconds with the same arm every time. So make sure you're getting the work and rest in those alternating arms as you work through this day. So this is going to be really nice core work there. Whenever you do that single-sided stuff, it really is a good way to develop the core. Our lifting progression on Saturday, we'll be working on pulls, deadlifts, and pull-ups. And then you see we got some curls in there even to work those vanity muscles. Like I said, the theme of this week is aerobic power intervals, and we'll be testing that on Saturday in the 9 a.m. class in Fishersville. And then we got a commitment to end the class in the week with CVC, more calisthenics with the star jumps there and the shuttle run to get your heart rate up, and then push-ups, ring planks, and hollow holds and Superman hollow holds to work the core with those challenging strength-based movements and gymnastic-based movements to keep the intensity high there. All right, hope everybody has a great week.